Hi, all. This is Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York, with my buddy Jake from Medellin, Colombia, South America. How you doing,
Hello.
Jake?
Yep, still here, still in South America.
How are things in South America?
It's good. Well, I'm on full quarantine right now.
Oh, you can't go out of the house?
Yeah, now I've been in full quarantine for the last 2 weeks. All the airports are closed. Can't leave the house, but have a nice tree outside my window. So
Hmm.
still good nature and yeah,
It
just
looks very beautiful there.
Yeah, no, weather is great. You can open the door in the daytime. 72 degrees. I it's funny, Mark, but I'm not because the entire country once again is on lockdown.
Yeah,
So
well, we're
can't
not
leave
much
the
better.
house.
40 states are basically on lockdown, so I
Yeah, I
don't,
mean,
I don't,
basically,
I don't know about Texas. Texas may not be.
no, Texas is not because my buddies are still going on hikes and to the parks and
Uh,
I don't think yeah, the U.S. is people are locked in at home, but here is actually a quarantine. Like saying you get a ticket if you leave your house.
oh, wow.
Yeah, there's helicopter flying around at night. There's police patrolling the street. You can't leave the
Wow.
house. Yeah,
Wow.
Colombia did this when there was like 500, 400 cases in the country.
Yeah.
Uh, so just off the bat, full quarantine.
Mark, you have to get in on Athens, I would think, right, Jake? You don't want to miss out on the next move.
Yeah, I missed out on a really big move on ATHX, just based on carelessness of due diligence.
Well,
Uh,
in my opinion, the really big move hasn't happened yet.
yeah, and there was a pullback today, and so that's might be a good opportunity for me to do so.
I added again today. I've been adding like every day.
Hmm.
I have so much. I don't know why I'm adding. It's like habit.
Yeah, that's your largest position, right?
Yeah, and it's getting larger.
Yeah,
And this is my largest biotech position. Let's be more specific. Real
yeah.
Ronnie, how you doing? Our fearless leader is missing in action. Who is that?
Man, the bird. He's talking about the bird.
I don't know.
Yeah, who's the fearless leader?
Jake is not celebrating tonight. Are you celebrating tonight?
Yeah, I got a glass of wine right here.
Oh, you do? I decided to lay off the vodka. No more vodka.
Hmm.
I'm a
During
retired.
quarantine,
I'm a
no alcohol
retired.
during lockdown.
I'm a,
That's
re,
a good choice. That's a good timing for
I'm a
no alcohol.
retired alcoholic.
Mm. I might consolidate with you. CVM, Ethicist, one more bio, and that'll blue chip.
I'm absolutely crazy about those two stocks in the biotech sphere, CVM and Athesis. I don't know which deserves more of my money. It's a toss up.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna be biased towards CVM,
Yeah, I know.
but still,
And after talking to Gert today, I'm more convinced than ever that nothing, number one, nothing has changed. And his unbridled enthusiasm is just contagious. I'll tell you that much.
you, you know, I'm still dying to hear about your call with Garrett. I'm sure everyone else
I don't
is.
really want to talk about the details of the call because that'll spoil his appearance next week.
Aha! So you're making the official announcement, eh?
Yes,
So
yes.
all right. So I don't know if you guys hear that, but Geert mean, he's our. I think he's our fearless leader. Will be here next Friday.
He's a hell of a guy. He's got a hell of a lot more invested in the success of Multi-Kind than all of us put together. And I don't mean just money. It's his blood, sweat, and tears. So, and let's face it, if Multi-Kind is a big success, then it will go down in the annals of medical history. It's that significant a breakthrough. So, he, I mean, I wish him the best of luck, and I'm looking forward to having him on next week.
Yep, 30 years of CVM. I mean, I can't wait to.
Mark is trying to get you into trouble with your girlfriend.
Yeah, well, I mean, once again, I am quarantined at home. I legally cannot leave the house, so nothing to worry about.
Okay. Just to set the record straight. Jackie's on. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. Jackie's from Long Island, New York. And AJB Soccer is on. Are you a Barcelona fan, or are you a Madrid fan, or are you one of those? What are those two big British teams again that sound alike? I forget. You're not into soccer, right, Jake?
No, I love soccer. I
soccer.
I actually been to ajbsoccer.com or the website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I was curious to what it is.
AJB, who do you root for? Jackie's got positions in ATHX and CVM. We should somehow screen out anyone from being on the chat next week that doesn't have shares in CVM. That doesn't own at least one share. One share is the price of admission.
Yeah.
But we can't do that, so.
Yeah, and you might want to do something with the comment, right? I mean, maybe text some questions at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll leave time for questions.
Yeah.
Gert is a very nice guy. He called me. We had a lovely conversation, and I totally enjoyed talking to him. Looking forward to it. Smart guy, very smart. Hey, Kamal, how are you? Kamal, you and I both were scared of USO because of the oversupply. Meanwhile, didn't it have a big rally?
Oh,
yeah. Trump intervened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have an even bigger rally on Monday after the open meeting. So,
normally that's a little out of our realm, but being that I charted it on Wednesday, we'll chart it again tonight, maybe. Where do I think ATHX is going? Well, it's all data dependent, of course, but in the short term, I think once it starts its trials for COVID-19 on odds, I think it'll have a very nice pop, don't you, Jake?
I think so. I mean, once again, I'm sad I missed the last pop.
You didn't miss anything, just not too late.
Yeah, well, you almost did a double. So, I caught some.
In fact, the shorts did everyone a favor by dropping the price down. Now you can get in cheaper.
Yeah, it's an entry back in the game.
Yeah. So I won't give a price because my target is my personal target. I bought it recently at different prices. I bought it, what I buy at $349. I bought it today at the close, whatever that was. Yesterday I bought $249, I think, $240 something. So I have it at all different prices, and my core position I'm not going to touch, but I will take some profits on the new shares that I bought. I'm looking for 7. I think once it gets started and makes an announcement that trials will begin, right? That alone might give it a pop to 7.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because let's face it, once someone's on a ventilator, what alternative do they have? There's no alternative.
yeah, I think what were the stats? If you're on a ventilator, you have like a 20% chance of getting off it, right?
Right, and if you are not off of it within 4 days, it goes down. It goes down much
Yeah.
worse. So to me, the ideal protocol for the trial would be first day on the ventilator has to be administered.
Mm.
The FDA probably would want more of a window, but if you're looking for the best results, it makes sense that the shorter time frame would be better for ATHX, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Logically.
But I would imagine you're staying until the end, right? Until data comes out.
No, I'm gonna take some profits, but not on my core position.
Yeah.
My core position, I'm not selling that till about 100.
Yeah. There you go. That's the real price target right there.
Well, yes, because at that point, my wife and I will have to stay. Don't care if we're locked in because we'll have a lot of time to count our money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, don't be morbid, right? I mean, by the time it hits 100, this thing should be over. You should be able to leave the house. Things should be back to normal. I mean,
Right. But don't get me wrong, it's not going to hit 100 because of the odds drug. It's going to hit 100 because of the ischemic stroke drug.
yeah, and that's when is data coming out for that again?
Helios said that the Japanese trial, Treasure trial, would end before the end of the year. And then figure how many more months before approval. I don't know. Let's say the data is good. 3 more
just
months.
data. Yeah, just data.
Yeah, so, but it would figure first quarter, the end of the first quarter, if the timing is right.
Yeah, so you should be out of the house already by then, right?
Yes, I mean, look, if we're still in coronavirus grips by then, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, then nothing else matter if we're still in the house by the end of the year. I mean, money might be meaningless.
Well, we won't have an economy left. Everyone will be unemployed. People will be looting and begging for food and robbing and stealing, and it's going to be like the wild, wild west. If we don't stop this virus, it'll ruin our country. It'll ruin the world. It's that much of a threat. It's kind of like the Spielberg movie, right? What was that, Contagion? I didn't see it, but I heard it's very similar.
I saw that movie. Yeah,
was it somewhat similar?
Was that?
Is it similar to what's going on?
It's almost identical, actually. I mean, obviously a little bit exaggerated. Someone ate, stemmed from a bat that breed with a pig. Someone ate it, gave it to everyone. It's pretty much on point, except very exaggerated.
It's amazing how these writers come up with this.
And it's funny. It's really funny because in that movie, the virus was in a way indirectly started because of a company called AIM, which was plowing down the rainforest. And I'm actually invested in a company called AIM, which has a drug called aemd.
I have to admit, I took my profits on AIM. I had a nice gain, cut out.
Yeah, AIM is going to be one of my last coronavirus stock. I'm putting back on very targeted plays like CVM, ATHX, LJPC, some blue chips. But AIM, the reason why I'm still in is because the Japan trial ended on the 31st. So you should hear about it basically any time now as to the results. So I'm not gonna miss out
Well,
on.
it has a drug, so the approval process is unnecessary, right? If it's proved efficacious, it could be repurposed to immediately treat victims of COVID-19.
Yeah,
So,
and they're also doing trials in other countries as well. And I like the CEO because he's a ex helicopter pilot in the Vietnam War, so it's kind of a badass.
yeah. Thank you, Ronnie. Dustin from somewhere in Indiana. Good day to you, Dustin.
Yeah.
Nicholas is in it to win it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're like
Nicholas.
the band on the Titanic. It's either we go down singing our song with the ship, or we make it to the other side.
I think next Friday we might get more viewers than President Trump with his coronavirus announcement.
You know,
Who would you rather see, Gant or Trump?
oh, Geert. I mean, look. I mean, I don't have a problem with Trump. He did a lot of good things for the economy and so on. But Geert all the way. I mean, even if I wasn't invested in CVM, I would listen to Geert.
I told Gant that my buddy Jake is a big Gant fan. That he is one of your idols, and I told him you were particularly impressed the fact that he was Dutch. So he laughed.
Yeah. Well, he's not Dutch, right? He's German. I didn't know that today. Right?
I told you the punchline, but are you still equally impressed?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Garrett's as far as CEO goes, the last CEO I felt this way about was like Richard Glickman from Arinia, right?
Uh,
And that went really well. So
well, I'll tell you, the other fellow we have on Wednesday, the CEO of, I'm going to say it, Athlon Medical, also very, very smart man, pulmonologist, he's a doctor, taking over a company that was falling apart, and he's setting it on the right course. I'm also looking forward to seeing him on the show on Wednesday, Dr. Timothy Rodell. I had a nice conversation with him as well. And I've been in and out of aemd. I recently decreased my position, but I still have shares. So it'll be interesting to hear what he has to say. He is also, like Gant, a man of integrity. I like CEOs that I feel comfortable, that they're honest, that they're truthful, that they're enthusiastic, that they have vision, that they're persistent. And these are the qualities that I look for in a leader in general.
he seemed like a no BS kind of guy. I kind of like that. He's like, no, man, I'm not gonna do the the coronavirus pump route, right? I mean, we have a great product. We're gonna keep with it. I mean, let's not get distracted.
I think both men share that. Gant and Tim, they both aren't going to play the coronavirus hype. They're going to go with their strengths. Both of them are in oncology, of course, in cancer trials. And Gant's drug, Multikine, is very close to data, probably any day now.
Yeah.
He
And I
did.
think that's a smart move, unless you actually. I mean, I think Leaps is great, but the coronavirus pump isn't going to last forever. And the last thing you want is to rebrand the company as a CV company because that will go away afterward.
Right.
Because we will get over this.
Yes. Hey to you, George. Saeed from Utah.
Yeah. So I'm actually once again bullish on LJPC from a fundamental standpoint. Word on the street is that the drug is saving saving lives. Well utilized in Italy, other places around the world. We just got an announcement about Germany, announcement about the UK, but straight from some doctor's mouth is that LJ is being very much appreciated within communities that has a large coronavirus outbreak, particularly
Uh,
Germany. So,
but any malaria drug is in play right now.
well, so there's a malaria drug, and then there's Giapressa, right? And yeah, Giapressa is right now just crushing it.
Mhm.
Especially since the competitor. I mean, the only issue with GeoPressor is that it was expensive before, and now compared to the competitors, not right. And now, we're being utilized in communities that needs it. Germany, Italy, particularly Italy. So, I mean, I wouldn't say this is almost like a free trial for us, but it kind of is, right? Because this drug is getting exposure.
Right.
People, yeah, the usage is going up. So I think this one is a dark horse, LJPC. Um,
I owned a lot of it, but I sold all. I thought I sold all until I looked in a different account and I found some.
oh,
So
you did?
yeah, I still have a small amount.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
have a small amount.
I think the
But
future.
quite by accident, but
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think that the future is bright for La Jolla.
sometimes that's a good sign when you accidentally do something.
Yeah.
Is it morning? It's not morning, is it? Do I have a personal target price for CVM? I'm going to be optimistic. Gerd Kirsten has been on the record saying that companies like his have gone for something like $8 billion, or as high as 12 billion. Let's go for right smack in the middle. How about $10 billion buyout
Yeah,
on
so
the
let's do the
data?
calculation, right? I,
You know, we're stealing his thunder. I don't want to talk too much about CVM. What is he
but
going
I
to,
mean, come on,
what
Gerd comes
do you
on.
have left to talk about?
Well, when you're not going to steal his thunder. That's
Okay,
for sure. He
you're
he
right.
can, yeah. But just quick math, and once again, this is contingent on the trial result, right? But if
Yeah.
positive, let's say 15-20%. I mean, current market cap is around 400 mil, right? 360,
Yeah.
400. So and it's around $10 right now. So at 4 billion, you're looking at 10x in stock price. So that's around $100 per share with the amount of outstanding shares. At eight, well, you do the math in your head,
So
right?
in other words, many hundreds of dollars a share.
Yeah, and you can even take that the market, is bad and it's not going to pay, like the really high premium for the buyout or whatever. You can even say that. So even on the low side, at 4 to 6 billion, you're still looking at $80 to $100 per share.
I'll
Uh,
take it. You
yeah,
know, let's just hope that the data at least meets at 10%. That'll be good enough for huge gains.
yeah. I mean, you right now you're talking about a company that's I think about to well, he's on the tail end of his very very long trial. So, and you're talking about if data is successful and all the things point to it being successful, um, a 10 or 20x return on current investment, which is absolutely crazy. So it should be getting a lot more attention. The volume CVM is extremely low because everyone have their eyes on CV plays and expecting news to come out every week. But once again, we will get over the pandemic, and when we do, money is gonna, and attention is gonna go back on the more traditional fundamental play.
Yeah. Let's not count our money before the eggs hatch.
Oh
How's
no,
that?
totally not. I mean, we totally understand that this is either, for at least for me, going down the ship, or we all high fiving each other on the other side. But
Yeah.
we should know what we have on the table.
Ramesh, probably asking the wrong guy. I'm not really into energy stocks. So I would not, I would hesitate to give you an answer for that. That's not a bad idea. I mean, how wrong could we go, right? With Gert for president?
Hey, he's a pretty objective guy, good grasp. He's a lawyer. He's an MBA.
In fact, we were talking about the economy. We got a little off subject, and he seemed to know his stuff on the economy too.
Well, wait a minute. Was he born in the United States? Can he legally become president?
Who cares? We'll make an exception.
Yeah, we'll make exceptions. Oh, yeah. I mean, guy, if he cured cancer, we'll make head and neck cancer. We'll make this.
Not only will he become like a zillionaire as a result of a successful trial, but he'll make the history books. So
yeah,
it's his legacy. By the way, I also am very impressed with the ATHX CEO, Gil van Bachlen, another man that's driven to succeed, very persistent. Did have two failed trials, but that didn't deter him. I'm very impressed with that man. I want to get him on the show sometime in the future.
Yeah, he did an interview last week, right? Or this week on Fox News, right?
He did, and he really acquitted himself well.
Yeah.
Mark likes $200. We can all dream. I mean, it's possible. Mark, I just unretired this year, so I guess I could technically retire again.
No, you need to come out of retirement to help us with the current situation. When this is done, you can go back into retirement.
I got drafted, put it to you that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I bullish on ARWR? Right now I have my mind so focused on CVM and ATHX that I've been watching ARWR, but I'm not back in. But I guess you could say I'm bullish on it. It's as bullish as you can be without owning it. Wow, look at these projections. You gotta, there's nothing wrong with projecting that. It's something to dream into. So,
I mean, it's not outlandish, Yeah.
At this rate, there's so many comments. I almost hate to look at the charts, but we'll take about 5-10 minutes to look at the charts. I want to try to get to most people's comments. Some people, everyone's comment.
Yeah, and the thing is, the market will recover after this. It will recover, and the big pharma, I mean, they still should be in a pretty good cash position after this, as opposed to other industry, right? So I'm not too worried about that either. Even if the trials complete, let's say next month, a month to gather the information, result comes out, you're still looking at 2-3 months until, you get the results at the.
Oh man, you're not in RCL, are you, Jackie? I personally, I mean, the contrarian play is to go into it, but I can't get myself to do that. To go into the cruise stocks. I want to share screen and just take a quick look at a couple of stocks. look at CVM, look at ATHX, look at the Dow, look at aemd, and I don't know if we have time for anything else. I want to end like in 10 minutes. So let's quickly look at the charts. I have up on board aemd, CVM, Dow Jones, and ATHX. Let's look at aemd. We're having the CEO on Wednesday. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what his title is. He's the head of the company. I don't know if it's on an interim basis or what. So I don't want to give him a title that he may or may not have, but he is running the company.
Yeah.
Look at this trading range.
And once again, just props to you, Dr. J. I mean, that's two bio CEO on the show in 1 week. I mean, that's incredible. So hats off to you for pulling it off.
Yeah, I mean, CEOs are just people like you and me, and for whatever reason, they like me, so they're coming on. I really think that's it. All right. A high is $1.89 on this trading range, and the low is just about where we are. So I like it at this point. It just, even for a swing trade, it looks pretty attractive. Forgetting all the other fundamentals. When it comes to the fundamentals, we'll save that for Dr. Timothy Rodell. So I wouldn't mind taking a ride from $1.28 to $1.89, would you? And I see that easily happening because it's been in this trading range for a while. Why shouldn't it continue to be in that trading range? It's kind of like Newton's law of perpetual motion or something like that. I'm not a physicist. All right, let's take a look at CVM. I'm not really talking about the technicals of aemd. Of course, we all know about its hemopurifier, and we know it's a COVID-19 play. At least it's talked about as being a COVID-19 play. And it's also, its main indication is in oncology and cancer. So we'll let Timothy Rodell fill us in on his work with exosomes. Nobody even knows what an exosome is, so he'll have to explain it in layman's terms, I hope. But apparently there's a linkage to certain cancers. Look at the way I said earlier that we're going to fill in this triangle. I mean, I'm almost psychic in my charting lately. It looks like we're filling in this triangle, just like I said. Was that with you or with Spike? I don't remember. But it looks like we're filling in this triangle. So if we fill in this triangle, we're at the bottom. We'll come up a little, and we'll wait for we'll burst out of it on news. Perfect. In other words, we're in a consolidation phase. Let's just say that. And I think we're at the bottom of that consolidation phase. We're right in the middle of this big green candle where I drew the line. We're also at the high of this important candle. So, we're in a very good spot technically. I like it for a swing trade as well as a long time play. And, I'm not budging my core position. I might buy a few shares for a swing trade, maybe. But what happens is every time I buy a few shares for a swing trade, I wind up keeping it. Because I kind of have an attachment to this company. ATHX, another problem. Every time I buy shares for a swing trade, again, I say, why am I swinging with this? It's going to be worth 100. So it's hard for me to part with it, even to take a profit, even a small portion sometimes. Today would have been a very good day from this candle if there was more volume. I would have liked this candle. The upper range of the day, definitely an accumulation type candle, but on very low volume. So ATHX has been experiencing huge volume. Volume fell off today. Price of the stock was basically unchanged. Well, no, it was up 14 cents, basically unchanged. I bought at the close. I think I said that. I already said where I think it's going. I think the chart is almost irrelevant in this case. But it is a good thing that it didn't make another new low, and it's starting to form successive higher lows. Do I like it for a swing trade? Yes, that's why I bought it. Do I like it long term? Yes, that's why I have a huge core position. I think we're going to wrap this up. What do you think? Should I look at the Dow? Let's look at the
Yeah, look at the Dow.
It's important to look at the general direction. The Dow, instead of continuing on north, which was my hope, it's starting to give back. Now, it looks like I thought we pretty much had completed an A, B, C correction, and that we would take off and close this gap right in here. Not this gap right in here. So my feeling was that we had to get back to the 24.6 level. Never happened. So at this point, the new lows are in play. If we do get new lows, we're going to 17.5 in my figures. My figures have it at 17.5 if we hit new lows on the Dow. Roughly, give or take. In other words, about a 5,000 point drop off the high here, which was 22,595. So 22.5, take away 5 is 17.5. That's what I'm looking at. Of course, this low could hold, in which case we'll be entering a huge rally. So it could go either way. And I think I don't think it's dependent on, I know it's dependent on coronavirus news.
Yeah. Watch the numbers.
So my forecast for the Dow
this weekend. Yeah. I mean, it seems
the
effort seems to be working outside of New York. Like California is doing really well. Washington is doing really well. So watch the number over this weekend on new cases and deaths. And
well, New York is going to peak within a couple of weeks. By the way, do your own due diligence. Our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice, as always. Thank you, Heath. Heath is thanking us. It is our pleasure to serve our viewers, right, Jake?
Totally.
Heath is a real gentleman. I like talking to him. Okay, I like all of our viewers. That's what it's all about. It's talking to our viewers. What's up, Raouf? Got right back at you. What's up? So we did good. We're actually gonna keep to the 45-minute max. There's no real reason to go beyond that. We've said what we need to say. I think we're straightforward, gave our opinions, which are strictly our own. And we'll see what happens, right? We'll see if the charts are true. We'll see if our fundamental analyses have come true. We've been having a real good run lately in terms of predictions based on charts, based on fundamentals. I, for one, am not losing since this sell-off, which is not too many people can say that, right?
Mm-hmm. That's huge.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not saying I'm killing them. I'm just saying I'm not losing. And I did not get out.
Yeah, play defense.
Yeah, I've been shifting a lot of funds a lot of my money out of ETFs into conservative stocks like Walmart. And I'm going to say Amazon is a conservative stock at this point, and Amazon. All right, that's it for tonight. See you all Wednesday when we have Timothy Rodell and from Athlon Medical coming on. And we'll see you back here next Friday when Gert Kirsten, CEO of CVM, will be on. And who knows who's going to be on in the future. Dr. J is working on it. Take care, guys. We'll love talking to you. See you next week. Hasta luego, Jake.
Ciao.
Ciao.